I love this was so extra that she was waiting for her up in a tree.
Why haven't you come to see me?
Hello guys, welcome back. I'm Julie and I'm here to do my reaction video for season 3 episode 7 of Dickinson. This time the title of the episode is The Future Never Spoke. And here we are on the 7th episode of season 3. We only have, after this, if I'm not wrong, 3 more episodes to go, and that's it for the entire series of Dickinson. I'm really excited that I get to watch it right when the episode has premiere, actually. A little bit earlier for this, but that's great. But yeah, I'm excited. And like this week, if you are a Haley Steinfeld fan, this has been, the past, I don't know, 8-10 days have been just the best, because they have released Hawkeye, which I have watched exclusively for Haley. We have a new episode of Dickinson, and then there's another animated show, I think, that she is the voice actor for, that I have not checked it out, but I might, because Haley, and I want to support her and everything she does. So this has been like the month of, or the week, or the weeks of Haley Steinfeld, which is like amazing. I have watched 3 episodes of Hawkeye this past week. All amazing. Haley has been extraordinary in them. If you have not watched that, I highly recommend it. And if you're an MCU fan, then you have to watch it, you know. But yeah, I'm excited. I'm excited for this new episode of Dickinson, because on the thumbnail we have Emmy Sue, and I've been dreading for some Emmy Sue content. So yeah, we're here, we're ready for the new episode, and I hope you guys are ready and are excited as well for this new episode. MSU are not in a great place at the moment, because they fought the last time they saw each other. In the previous episode, Emily almost got caught in a mental institution, so it's not been doing well for her either. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you guys like it. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell, and you can go to Patreon right now and watch the full uncut extended version for this reaction and so much more. In case you guys want to do that, link as always will be in the description down below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoy it, and that's it. Without further ado, let's just begin with season 3 episode 7 of Dickinson. Here we go.
All ladies do. Ever your friend, Higginson.
But that's the thing. She's not alone.
Emily.
Emily.
Mom's still in.
Sometimes I feel like I was born in the wrong century.
Understatement of the century.
A man is only led by one thing, and it's not his company. Wherever he is, he probably fell into bed with someone else. Even
Oh,
if he
shit.
has, he could start putting yourself back out there.
Ooh.
You need to start dating again.
Yes.
Asking me to date in the middle of the Civil War?
It's never a good time, but despite the
It's never a
wars-
good time. That is very true. It's never a good time, and even in COVID times, you have to put yourself out there if you want to. I mean, I can say that I have went on one date that didn't end up well, but still, I went for it. Granted, I don't have a husband that is missing, but that's beside the point.
Still spring. And right now, I hope that my friend Betty gets her proverbial groove back.
Yes!
What did I even mean?
Oh, well, hello?
Fucking seamstress.
You're welcome to come along with me on my rounds.
That's not a date, that's a job. Take her on a picnic or something.
Well, we could do that if you're,
Okay.
Remember, it's often darkest right before the
That's
dawn.
true.
I left sure to testify to the hope that's in me. Bitch, I'm 60.
Yes! Hello, you. Oh. Don't do this to Emily, because she's gonna start thinking that voices are speaking to her. Wait, hold on. Is I'm out of focus? I need to be in focus so you can see my reaction to Mitsu right now. Hello.
I was waiting for you.
Up in the tree? Okay,
Yeah,
she's
I did.
very extra.
Not for you anymore.
No.
Now that I've had a baby, my brain is worthless, I suppose.
No, that's not what you
Time
mean.
for my poetry since you had the baby.
And you've barely had time for my baby since you're constantly writing your goddamn poems.
Oh, damn.
Stranger, someone who doesn't even know you.
Exactly.
This is jealousy.
He doesn't about his feelings getting involved.
Ooh, T?
Tell me you hate a stand.
Emily, and what is wrong with that?
I'm so confused at why these lesbians are fighting right now. You know? I think it's jealousy on Sue's big part and a bit of like confusion on Emily's part. I do not understand why we're wasting time fighting when they could be making out. What is this?
So unfair. I want you. But I want you to want me.
Of course I want you.
But how can
But I can't just live at your house.
Time will come.
and
Austin goes
you
away to fight. Will you come see me then?
Sue, you do realize that is still her brother, right? And her mind might be like someplace else if her brother goes to war, right? You do understand that, right? I mean, I'm in love with the idea of two living together, but like, right?
Or will you just rain? Kiss me.
Oh,
I can't.
God damn it.
Today is just not a good.
Shit. Oh, what's going on? What's she crying?
Torture.
Is over and everything is different. Imagine if we
It's
could
not that-
just blink
It's not that
and be in the future.
pretty now.
Just like that. What was that?
Are they gonna time travel? Okay, this will be epic.
Oh my god!
This will be epic. This I thought this for such a long time. If they brought this story to the future, because her writing has always been so ahead of her time that she had to wonder about the future, you know? Oh man, this show is about to go from like epic to like, I don't know what's the next level, you know? Oh boy. They're in the future. Well, not too far into the future, but still. 1955. We're in the future. I love this. Oh, I love them. I love them
Mrs.
so much.
Dickinson,
Is that weed?
she had this growing in there amongst her plants.
Okay. What is it?
Hi, Mrs. Dickinson.
I'm sure Emily doesn't know anything about that.
Oh, she is. She's
probably
pretty.
just-
She's pretty high right now.
Grew it because it's pretty.
Let's try it
Try
out.
it.
Oh, come on. Why
I
not?
only live once.
That's true.
Hello?
Answers, and I'm gonna need them fast.
No, they're depressing. I had several mental breakdowns and tried to kill myself.
Okay. She went
I'm
dark.
a senior. What year are you?
We're from 1862.
Okay. Committed to the bed. Got the corsets on and everything. What is your name?
Yeah, what is your name?
I'm Sylvia. Sylvia Plath.
Also a poet? Yeah. That one, your sister. Okay, I'm gonna future. Cause I don't want to look too ignorant. Okay, here, American poet. Kind of knew it. No, I mean I didn't knew it. I assume.
Henry, fist bump.
I fucking hate this dude.
Wasn't
I
expecting you.
swear.
Come on in. It's gonna be messy.
It's gonna be messy because you do not have a way to fight
You know, Henry.
them.
It wants to take root, but it's constantly being pulled up to see how it's growing.
Yeah, right, because this entire thing is about you and how much pressure you have for your status. Like, of course, like, how is it that Henry and the men are so insensitive to your suffering? How are we like this? I hate this guy. I just want to say that.
The slightest. What would you have me do?
Get them the guns,
Just go
bitch.
against the president's orders? Hand over the weapons?
I see.
His activism goes so far, you know. If it damages his image, then he will not do it.
Along the Shell Road.
Okay, at least you're doing something.
They could tell the driver from the factory in Charleston.
I mean, this is at least something. Because he's not thinking about his... I mean, he is thinking about himself because he's not actually doing it. You know? But
They
still,
were
it's
sent on
something.
my orders as a middleman.
It's amazing how little is expected from that man.
What
You
have I
know?
done to my bedroom? That is not even my quilt.
Your method acting goes deep. Did you train with straws?
The complete collection was published just this year.
I thought I told you to burn all my poems when I died.
I know you didn't mean it. I wasn't gonna let everyone forget my sister. And now look, in the future, you're actually famous.
It's
Well,
so
not that
cute.
famous.
Oh,
Oh.
more of a local legend. They'd happily leave her poems sitting in an attic somewhere collecting dust.
Well, the 21st century, we
I
do
feel
care
a
about
kinship
her.
with her. She was more... I mean, her life was so awful. They say she had a love affair with a man, someone she was crazy about who didn't love her back.
Oh my god.
Who?
Man, is that true?
No.
Yes, there was a man. No
No.
one knows who, and it was totally unrequited.
Toshiaki?
No.
Lavinia, I have never in my life been in love with a man.
You know, you might be right.
Well, but what about Ben? You were kind of like kindred spirits with him, right?
There was a book published a few years that Emily Dickinson was a lesbian.
Full on, yes.
A what? A lesbian.
No.
I love Vinny.
I'm talking about sex, baby. She was a sapphic, a homosexual, a woman who loved other women.
Yes.
Surely you must be familiar. You do go to Smith College.
Oh my god, I hate that she's coming out to her. But technically this is her coming out because this is not really happening, you know? So it's her telling her that she's in love with a woman, right? Through this crazy, because they're probably high.
Willing to go all the way down to hell.
Okay, your energy is so intense.
Yes.
and This is Emily Dickinson's.
Yeah.
And all the world drops.
I love her.
Well, we're gonna go. Hopefully back to 1862.
Yeah, the future wasn't really what we expected. The future. The future never comes for women.
Ready?
Yeah.
How are we gonna get home?
Oh, yes.
0 to whatever's way below that. They're gonna have to cart me out of here in my coffin.
I love this.
And when you go down to the kitchen, count the spoons. Maggie is not to be trusted.
Well, I think I'll just take a little nap myself.
Where's to that?
Hi, Austin.
Or 10. Need another round, chaps. Make it a double.
You guys always desperate for tip.
I mean, how will they know if he's not the real?
Sure.
I'm pretty sure he does because I don't remember him going to war.
Let's have another drink and see if...
I think I knew that.
I think we all knew that.
Well, it doesn't matter because I ruined it.
What do you mean you ruined it?
I don't know.
I love the fact that Vinny's not
I
freaking
guess-
out.
Sometimes I...
I think you are so unbelievably lucky to have someone you truly love to spend your life with.
That's true.
If I had that, I would be so happy. And if that person was alive, in the present, with me, in the here and now,
Yeah, but she's married to Austin,
I
so.
would run right into their arms and never let them
Oh, that's so sweet. Vinny, stop it.
go. Shit, Vinny, you're right.
Yeah. Vinny's used, like, often,
I
right?
ever want to go to the future. I had everything all about Sue. And then we actually had a really nice talk.
Oh. So she was
My
high.
imagination is really running.
I did knew about this.
I did see the future. After all.
Yeah. Shit. Where's my kiss? I thought I was fooled by the thumbnail of this episode. I really thought that we're gonna kiss. Am I gonna repeat the Emmy Sue scene?
I lecture to testify
Yes.
to the hope that's in me. Bitch, I'm 60.
I love her. I was fooled. I just want to say that I was fooled by the thumbnail of this episode, because the thumbnail. Look at how close they are. Look at how close they are. Where is that scene? Where's that scene? They were not this close in the scene. So where's that scene? Where's that scene? That scene right there. Oh! Okay, guys, so that was the end of season 3, episode 7 of Dickinson. This was a great episode. It was a great episode. I often, like, I'm not lying. I often, like, since the show is, you know, oftentimes they say about Emily's writing that it's so ahead of her time, that I was wondering if they were going to actually go into the craziness and actually jump ahead in time and have Emily, you know, witness her legacy, you know. I will have gone all the way to the 21st century, but they didn't. They went to the 20th century, 100 years after, 100 years forward in time for her, where she meets another poet that I am going to guess was deeply inspired by Emily Dickinson. We see a bit of, she sees a bit of what her legacy will be, you know, the greatest American poet, Emily Dickinson, which, you know, honestly, it's something that she wants to be a great poet. So for her to imagine that, it's not crazy, you know, for her to tell Vinny to just burn all her poems, and Vinny did do that, but not all of them. A lot of them were rescued, and she was helped, if I'm not wrong, by Sue to put all of it together so the world can know who Emily Dickinson was. But the life of an artist is sometimes, you know, mixed with their private life. A lot of the things that were said about Emily, because everyone will like to know where the inspiration came from, you know. And for a long time, I have read the speculations about who she was in love with and who she was referencing to on her poems was often, you know, discussed. And for, you know, single-minded men, of course it had to be a man that she's in love with. Of course it has to be a man who she's writing all of this. But time just proved that a lot of her poems got, you know, rewritten, kind of edit, taking Sue out of the picture to make it fit. But now, in the 21st century, we know about her love affair and her undeniable love for Sue, who was her muse, you know. And right now, Emily is struggling with something that, both of them, Emily and Sue, are struggling with something that is so fundamental for their relationship, because since Sue loves her and Emily knows that Sue loves her, she is, you know, afraid that when Sue says, I love something, is not because she loves what is written, but she loves whatever it is that comes from Emily, you know. And the time that she says, well, I actually don't like the second stance, I think is what she says. It's because she is jealous that she's spending more time in her poetry than with her and the baby. Emily is also very jealous of the fact that Sue has not, it seems that she doesn't have more time for her and her babies, which are her poems, since the baby's here. And so they're in this conflict, which I cannot even imagine how it could have been back then for both of them, you know, for them to have a relationship, for it to be something that inspire the greatest American poet, Emily Dickinson, but how it really was, you know. I can't imagine it. I mean, all we're doing in, like, especially the writers and Alina, I think is her name, the creator of the show, is just fill in the gaps within what they know and what they have research, and I think that that, you know, is left up to the imagination. I do believe that they might have had some struggle, but do I believe that she died alone without anyone loving her? I don't, because I know that Sue will have been there. You know, I know that there is a point of Emily's life where she takes care of her mom, and then Vinny takes care of her, you know, and up until she dies. And I'm going to guess that Sue is going to be involved in that as well, you know. But for them, I that's the reason why I truly wish that they could have jumped into the future. The conversation for Emily and Vinny to do, like, to have together and to have seen the future, I will have loved if it was with Sue, and if it could have been the 21st century where, you know, we know about Emily's life and Emily's love, and how accepted and how, you know, it could be empowering for so many young people, young women, you know, who kind of have that unrequited love, and or feel just like Emily, you know, and are lesbians, and they can say, look, this is one of the greatest American poets was a lesbian, and, like, you know, and feel empowered and how much she has helped, and she probably will help so many people in the future. You know, I wish that it could have been at that point, but, you know, it was not. But I think it was just the best thing that they could have done to make that time jump, because as crazy as this show is, it's just genius that they did this. I was always, like, questioning whether if they had the guts to do it, you know, and they did. And I think it's just fantastic, you know, that they give her a little taste that you will become the greatest American poet, and your words were inspired, but, you know, your life and how she lived her life will also be inspiring. Everyone did knew her also because she wore white, which is something that she did in the first episode, and then not so much throughout the show. I'm gonna guess there's going to be a point in her life where she's going to start wearing all white, you know, but that has not happened. I don't know how far into her life we're going to get, because she's still very young. She's still in the Civil War. I think, I don't remember what year is it that she died, but I don't think they're going to, like, in the next 3 episodes, just go from point A to point B into, like, okay, this is the day that she died. I don't think they're going to do that. I think that they're going to establish, you know, how the rest of her life will be in regards of Sue, you know, and her love for Sue, but that's about it, I think. I don't know how far they will go into her life. But the thing is that, I mean, I understand Sue. Like, Sue wants to just scream to the world, fuck you, I'm in love with Emily Dickinson, and that's it, and I'm gonna live my life with her. You know, that's exactly what she wants, but she wants to have Emily by her side to do that. But Emily will not do that because she is, and I don't think that Sue, you know, I think that Sue just doesn't give a damn about it, you know, but Austin is Emily's brother, you know, and I don't think Emily's going to be like, oh yes, finally, my brother is off to the war to get killed so I can be with the love of my life forever. Because let's remember that this is still her brother that we're talking about, you know? So it's her brother. So I don't think Emily just wants to get rid of him so she can move in. So I think it's not as simple as Sue is pointed it out to be. This is still her brother, and I think that she has that sort of respect for him. But obviously we can say without a doubt that Emily Dickinson, she's really good at writing about love and about romance and about death and about all of that. She's not really good at living her life and living in the moment. You know, her head is so ahead in time and in the future that she's not able yet to live the present, you know, and what she has with Sue. So when she actually came out and to Vinny, and of course, Vinny was not going to be like, oh my God, these scandals, because it's Vinny and she loves her sister and is Vinny a queen, you know? So she's like, yeah, and like, I'm crying for all my dead boyfriends and you have the love of your life next door. Like, try to live in the moment and try to take advantage of that, you know, in whatever way. And like, I hate that no one is thinking about how this is gonna hurt Austin, but at the same time, it's like, she knows it's true love, and I love that Vinny knows that love is love. That just makes her even more of a queen in my eyes. She was already a queen, now she's even more of a queen. Let's be real. Anyways, but of course I wasn't expecting for her to be judgmental against Emily at all, you know. So yeah, it was a sweet moment, but I wish that Emily and Sue could have traveled through time and, you know, they could be happy and like they could see that if they were born in a different century, they could be happy and they could have all the things that they wanted. Will that make it even more sad though? Because they will have to go back to their world. What year was Gentleman Jack set though? Because she was out there living and having like and marrying, you know. I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, maybe that happened after. Who the fuck knows? I don't know. I don't remember what year Gentleman Jack is said. I don't remember that. And Lister, is that her name? Yeah, another lesbian. But yeah. Anyway, so but the thing is that she married, you know, because no one thought that two girls could fall in love or two women could fall in love. So there is that. Surprise, surprise. I loved it. Well, I love this episode. Also, what is happening with Henry and like the fact that Betty now knows that he has been down there in South Carolina, I think they said, or whatever he was. And he, you know, had time to write, but he has chosen not to do that. So how will that affect Betty? Will Betty reach out first? What will happen? We don't know. Then everything that is happening with Higginson. Higginson is just like, honestly, if he was in today's world, he will be like one of those radical activists who, you know, do their activism only if it suits them, you know, only to check a few marks, only to, you know, and there are a lot of those phony people out there who just, you know, try to play and try to be in the wave, but not too much that it will hurt them, you know, not actually make it change. Because he's like, do you know the pressure that I am under? Dude, you can't easily carry a gun and kill your way out. These people, you're going to put them there without weapons to die for a cause that is about them. They are living this nightmare. Okay? You are not. You can walk away and tell the story. They cannot. You know, and he is like, this is affecting me. And I'm not going to, like, you know, and if he truly was a radical activist, you know, he will do things. He will go against the flow. He will go against the world to try to put, you know, what he says that he wants into work. You know, he wants a better world. He believes in equal rights. He believes in that they are an army. Yet if the president doesn't tell me, you know, if it's not political correct, then I'm not going to do it. You know, yes, granted, he gives the opportunity, like to Henry to intercept, you know, a truck full of weapons, but he takes himself out of it. So if anything goes wrong, he had nothing to do with it. But the minute something goes right, he will be like, it was my plan all along. So what, like, it's so unbelievable and so frustrating that this white man has so little to do, you know, and will be appraised so much, you know, and it's just so disgusting, the type of activism that he is doing. I just hate it, you know. It is expected so little of him and so much from other people's, yet the glory will go to him. I'm gonna guess. I don't know, because the world is fucked up. And it continues to happen till this day. And it doesn't seem that it will stop. Anyway, so, yeah. Hopefully they do get the guns and you know, something good can come out of that. I know nothing about the American Civil War, so yeah, I have no idea. I should read about it. I probably won't, because I will forget about it after I finish this reaction that I have to read. But I'm gonna try to educate myself. Anyways, what else happened? Oh, one of the things that I do love about the episode is how, you know, how they tell, yeah, the Sylvia Plath, I think was her name, or Sylvie, or I don't know. She was like, it's never the century for women, but I do have to disagree a bit. You know, yeah, at times it feels like we haven't moved forward at all. But I think that as women, we do need to be proud of the things that we have accomplished, you know, that women, you know, before us have accomplished, and the things that we are accomplished that will make an impact on future generations, you know. So yes, oftentimes we do think about how far we should be already, you know, how far women's rights should have progressed, and they haven't, you know, and it's frustrating. Yes, and we do need to keep fighting, and we need to keep, you know, but we also should be extremely proud of the place that we are in at the moment. You know, we do, yes, there's still a lot of inequality. I'm not saying, oh, we're so perfect, we shouldn't complain. We should be loud. We should be, you know, and do all of that. But we also should applaud the women before us for everything they have done as well, you know. So yeah. Anyways, the cannabis induced conversations by Emily's parents, I loved it. Of course Emily is smoking weed. Of course she is. Come on, that whole thing that happened is probably because she was a little bit high. Probably, I don't know, because at first I thought they're both experiencing this, but at the end it's not. It's just Emily, and Emily was just, you know, talking about and ranting about, you know, her being a lesbian, basically coming out to her sister. So yeah. Anyways, oh, and the Fraser thing, which apparently she can see the future, but it's like, honestly, it's really common sense. like for a guy who's going to war, you know, and that dies, like a guy who goes to war is very likely that he will die of a wound shot, right? But still, it's kind of freaky that she kind of knew that. But yeah, this, I think, I have read as well, that will affect Austin deeply, you know, because it was his friend. And because he just paid off someone to go for him, or to make him like look like he's going to war or something. I don't know, but he pays someone off. So he is not going to war, even though he is being called to go to war. But anyways, yeah. Anyways, so this was a great episode. I think it was just epic and genius that they actually went forward 100 years in the future to show Emily her life, her legacy, actually. I think it was amazing, and I will have taken even further and go to full-on 21st century. It will have been a lot more chaotic, you know, and that I think that's the reason why they didn't go too far. But I think it will have been amazing if they could have made it to the 21st century. Not during COVID times, maybe, but, you know, a little before that. I think it will have been great. Yeah, anyways. I love it, but it though it wasn't too much about the technological advances. That's not what I mean. But I guess, you know, since they were gonna be in that time period, I think it was good enough. It was brilliant that they did it. It was brilliant, and I love the fact that they did dare to do that. You know, it was just perfect. It's like Emily Dickinson, that's what everyone says about her, that she was ahead of her time, you know. So for her to go to the future, it's just like, it was meant to be. There had to be an episode like this, and it's just brilliant. And Alina, I think is her name, and like the writers, everyone, they're just genius for doing it. Yeah, anyways, loved it. I hope you guys enjoy my reaction as well. Give it a thumbs up if you love Dickinson. Subscribe, comment, hit the notification bell. And you can go to Patreon to watch the full uncut extended version of this reaction and so much more. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. You guys are amazing. I hope you guys enjoyed. And that's it. I'll see you guys next time for more reaction videos for Dickinson. That's it. Mwah! Bye, guys.